Good morning, good morning. Welcome to it's our first Monday meeting for December. Like, how has this year gone so fast? What is that about? Can't quite believe it, actually. And I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit of the fatigue, a little bit of the final fuckery of the year. It's been a big year. It's been a big year. And I'm very aware that we have, a couple of weeks to lean into of some big stuff. Some people have really big ends to the year. I don't know about you. When my kids were little, we used to have big ends to the year. There was an end of year this and an end of year that, and bring a plate. And you're like, yeah, because I don't have anything else to do, right? And so there's a lot going on at this time of year. There's presents to think about. There's people amping up their anxiety for Christmas going, oh my God. I love the idea that Christmas Day is a really good reminder of why we spend 364 days away from most people. And some of you are going, oh, shit, I got to hang out with them. Wow. I'm lucky I've got cool people in my family and I love Christmas. So I'm whatever the opposite of a Christmas Grinch is, that's me. I love it. The glitter, presents, food, people. Oh my God, I could not be happier. So I'm really happy about Christmas. There is always stuff to do though, right? I've started already doing stuff, buying some of the groceries that aren't perishable, making sure I've got presents already started. I'm that person. Very planned. I like a plan. I like to know what I'm doing and I like to be a little bit ahead of the curve. So I'm happy to report. I feel happy that I am ahead of the curve so far, I think. But this is a big week. I got a very big week. So I'm doing my favorite things this week. I'm excited about it because I'm traveling. I've got 2 live events, which is fantastic. Live events fill me with joy. I absolutely love them. It's very exciting for me when, a couple of hundred people want to come and hang out and hear the shit I want to talk about. So I'm delighted to be in the top of the South Island this week doing Nelson and Blenheim energy events. And the irony of 2 energy events. How much energy have I got right now? The irony has not been lost on me. So I've woken up this morning and I'm a little bit sore. I wore stupid shoes on the weekend. My feet are sore. My body's feeling a bit ooh. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing about that? So doing a bit of movement. I love the idea. I've been really being good at moving and stretching in the mornings. And I think just waking up your body, going, hello, body. Hey, body. Hey, feet. How you doing? You had a rough day yesterday, poor old Mr. Foot. How you doing? How you doing today? How's the knees? Just going through my body, checking in and kind of doing that. I need to do that at the moment because my body's tired. My brain's tired. It's just that end of year stuff. So I'm started this morning with a bit of movement, just my own random, organic, odd movement, nothing planned. I started doing yoga videos on YouTube and I just don't like being told what to do. Don't fucking tell me what to do. So I just kind of make my own stuff up. Sometimes I put yoga videos on with the sound off because then it doesn't annoy me and I'm not getting told what to do, but I can still see some inspiration of someone being kind of bendy. And I think, I could try that, just whatever way your body wants to move, I reckon's the right way. So I've done a bit of movement. Now I'm really thinking about the fact that I'm about to get on a plane and I'm packing. Also love packing. One of those weird people that loves to pack. So I like packing, but I need to think about how I want to feel. And I need to be at my best. So managing me is my job this week because I'm delivering to other people. So if I'm going to be at my best, what do I need to wear? How do I need to feel? What's the energy I want to bring? What's the color I want to be in? How do I want to feel? So I've been thinking a lot about that this morning, picking what I want to wear. I always pick a couple of extras because I never quite know. I sound very contrary, but I think we need to choose how we want to feel. And our clothes make such a difference in how you feel. So, if you put on your favorite something and you go out into the world, you kind of have a better day, don't you? It can't just be me. And if you wear something a bit tight or a bit ugly or a bit ugh, you're just like, ugh. When you're having a shitty day and then you go, now my arms don't reach across my desk because my sleeves are too tight and that pisses me off. So how I want to feel has been a big focus for my morning this morning, feeling into my tired body, feeling into what I'm going to wear when I'm traveling. I think they're really really interesting things. I've also got a lot of mentoring calls this week, so I have the privilege of mentoring some beautiful people. And when I'm working with people, I need to really feel into them. So checking in, what's happening in their week, what's going on. I don't take on a lot of mentoring students at one time because they're literally renting out a space in my head. So it's like that person is living in my head. They've moved into a room and I'm constantly thinking about them. I'm in a space of care and intention for them. Like, what are they doing? What's happening with them? Where are they at? What are they going to need? Wonder what's going on from last week. So it's really holding a space for people, as well as the physical talking and actual mentoring. But there's definitely a lot of space holding for the way I like to do it. So Thursday's a big day for me doing a lot of other people. And so then I get to Friday and I go, do you know what? Wow. How am I? I've got a huge week of giving out energy. I'm delivering on stage. I'm giving out. And I think we need to match our out with our in. So think about how much you're giving out and how much you've got coming in. And when I look in my planner every week, I look at it and go, oh, this is a big outy week. I have an outy week, and I've got to give a lot of energy, which means I need to have a lot of energy, which means I also need to make sure I'm refilling my cup. So what am I doing? How's my cup feeling? Because I think refilling your cup, especially at this time of year where you may have had a hole in your bucket, maybe your bucket's got a hole. I'm interested in what that looks like. So what do you need to do this week so that you can be the person you want to be? What do you need to do so you can be who you want to be? Because being in charge of how we want to be is so important. I think it's really important. Rather than just turning up and going, oh, fuck, sorry, I'm fucking a hot mess. I'm like, that's not good enough. I can't do that to people who have come and paid to hear me speak. I have to turn up as the best version of me, the best that I can muster, given it's the end of a big year, right? I need to turn up to my students I'm mentoring and work with them and love them and be really in service to them, because that's the deal. That's the deal I've done with them. So I've got a lovely Friday. I'm going to an auric healing appointment. I love auric healing. I'm obsessed with energy, and I don't know why we get the tires fixed on our car and checked, but we don't check our energy. Like, what is that about? Check your energy. Whether you're checking in personally with yourself, just doing a body scan, checking in. I like to do chakra rebalancing meditations and just check in with, where am I feeling like I don't have the right energy? Where's my energy feeling wobbly or unsafe? And it's a constant focus for me. Like, where is my energy? And if you go out into the world and your energy is a bit shitty, you're just going to get back what you put out, right? So if I go out into the world with shitty energy, I get that back. And I sort of can tell. So if you're out in the world and you're getting constant shit thrown at you, just have a wee check-in, because I think the world's a mirror. And maybe you're throwing shit out there and you're not aware, because we aren't aware. Often we're not aware of our own moods and behaviours. And so for me, checking in with my energy and getting someone else to help me with that. So I go to a Reiki practitioner, I go to an auric healer. I've got a whole lot of different people in my little kit bag. Very easy. Look up auric healing, AURIC, and it's literally checking in with the energy field around your body. And I love the idea that anything in your body shows up in your auric field up to 6 months beforehand. So if you can go and get your auric field cleansed out, even if you go, I don't even know what you're talking about, Lisa. Like, do you know what? It's a bubble. There is a bubble around you of energy, and all of your shit is floating in that. Now, if you've got great energy, your bubble's big and shiny and bouncy and beautiful. And if you've got shitty energy, it's deflated and tight and bleh. And you need help sometimes if you don't understand where your energy's at. So sometimes we need to learn these things, right? So I think it's important to check in with that. And my energy literally is everything. Without it, I don't exist. I don't exist. So this week's all about energy, quite literally. 2 big energy events. I've signed a contract for my new energy book, which is very exciting. That's coming out in May. Super excited about that. Packing for how I want to feel. Thinking about how my body needs to feel, because it's tired. My feet are sore. My back's a bit stiff. I think my legs are a bit too short or something. Something's wrong. But, think about how you want to feel. So that's been my meeting with myself. I'm just really deep in the feels of how do I want to feel, and what is the energy I want to have so that I can literally bring a plate. So, the old saying of bring a plate when you go somewhere as an offering. I think our energy is an offering. What is on your plate? What sort of energy are you bringing to your people this week? What is the energy you want to bring? How do you want to be? And what do you need to do so you can be that person? They're the things I'm thinking about today. That is my Monday morning meeting with myself. I have my coffee. Oh my God. Oh, it is God's bean, isn't it? It's God's bean. So I'm very happy. So happy to be sipping on my coffee, talking to you, and have a wonderful week. Bye.